Hello everyone, welcome back to Science Data Science YouTube channel. I'm Anija Jingan. Today I am going to discuss the solution to the biggest problems more than 95% students are facing today. That is their resume is not getting shortlisted. They are not getting the interview calls, right? So either you have completed the degree from the university in AI, either you are doing the boot camp or you have completed the boot camp and you are applying the tons of jobs on daily basis, but you are not getting any response. So what can be the reason? The reason behind is not only your resume, it can be the reason of your strong job portfolio. You only focus on the resume when you are sending to the employer, but you forgot to build your strong professional job portfolio, which matters more than 95%. If I talk about the employers, more than 80% employers says the job portfolio help them to change their decision rather than the simple resume. So now you can understand the importance of the your strong job portfolio. Now maybe you are thinking like I have built the job portfolio, then why I am not getting the job, right? Why my resume is not getting shortlisted? There can be the reason. You have built the job portfolio, but it maybe it is not in a proper structure. Employer is not navigate your work. They are not able to see your work properly. It is not self-explanatory. They it's a confusing. You have uploaded so many projects. Like there is a no proper structure directory. So many reasons are there. You have used most of the generic projects. You are not working on any real time. So this is the problem with your job portfolio. And before moving ahead, I would like to give you the one, I would like to give all of you a tip as well, a one tip. When you start doing your boot camp or either your degree, from the day one, once you completed a one topic and project on this, just upload that work on your GitHub profile. Okay, because it shows since how long you have created this portfolio. It shows your consistency. Number two, your dedication towards the work. Number three, you will also like learn new things about the tools as well. And once you have completed the like your degree or the boot camp, you have everything in your hand to go ready. Otherwise, what will happen? First, you will spend years on degree or a boot camp, 6 months or 1 year, and then you will spend another 2 to 3 months or maybe 6 months to for the preparation of interview and to build this strong job portfolio. I never recommend my any student who does the boot camp from me just wait and then you will build the we will build the strong portfolio or the technical interview preparation we will start once you completed this. No, I always send them a few MCQ questions, subjective question, coding questions once they complete a one topic. It helps them to be stay updated, increase their confidence, and they also increase their AI vocabulary as well. So this is a tip for all of you. Okay, so follow this and you will never regret on this, and you will have the strong like the portfolio at the end of the once you have completed your bootcamp on degree. Okay, and the thing which I told you previously a few seconds ago, it shows your consistency of the work. It affects a lot on employer's mind because they can see when did you build this portfolio and you are working since long time on this project, and you are working on the like the all projects or the AI project since long time. It make a very positive effect on their mind. Okay, now today I'm going to share with you the three most important like the things. Number one, which tools you can use to build a strong job portfolio. Number two, how you can increase your network and showcase and show your skills publicly as well, so you will start knowing and it will also help you to build up a strong network which will be very very helpful for when you are applying the jobs as well, if employer is going to cross check your portfolios on a social websites as well. Okay, number three, what things you should avoid while building the job portfolio. Okay, and I will also share the proper structure how you should make a professional your portfolio on the using the tools. Okay, so let me share my whiteboard. So we will here we can increase little bit the text so you can read out. Okay, so first of all, I will discuss about the tools used for to build the job portfolio. Okay. Number one, GitHub. Maybe you have heard about it. Either you are from the non-technical background or technical background. This is going to be very, very useful for you, and you don't need any programming skills to use this one. Okay, so don't worry. It's very easy to learn, and if you work on this from the start, again, I'm reminding you, it will show your consistency. Very positive mindset for the employer when they are looking at your GitHub profile. Okay. Number two, you can make your profile on the WordPress page. This is very easy. It is a content management system. It's a GUI based. You just need to drag and drop and your portfolio will be ready. I will guide you. Okay. Number three, either you can build up a simple one HTML page, right? There are more popular websites are also available. That is the Wix.com, right? So you can also make your portfolio on this as well. It's free. Okay. First of all, these are the tools you can write down in your notebook, and you can also comment in the comment box which tool, if you have already built your job portfolio and there is a problem you want to update it, then this video is also perfect for you. You can just write down in the comment box which tools you have used to build your job portfolio, and you can also share your link if you want me to review your portfolio. Okay. Now we will talk about the GitHub. Okay. So GitHub is the most popular tool you are going to use. Either you are switching from non-tech to tech, or either you have a technical background, maybe you have used it earlier as well. I will tell you how you can make a proper structure on the GitHub for to build a strong job portfolio. Number one, upload professional, sorry about spelling mistake, pic on GitHub. Okay. Upload your professional pic on the GitHub. Don't upload your as a casual pictures. It is not going to give a good effect on the employer. Okay. So upload the very professional pic on the GitHub. Number two, build a proper repository structure. So if you are a new, you don't know like what is your the we can say, sorry about the spelling mistake. Okay. So okay, this is repository. So if you are like a new, you don't understand what is repository. In simple words, it's a folders on the GitHub. Okay, I will show you how the GitHub look like. Now, you start working, let's say you join the degree, right? You start working with the Python, and then you start working on the data visualization and model analysis, evaluation, building, deployment, so many things, right? So in this case, many students, what they do, they build a one directory or repository on the GitHub with the name maybe data science portfolio, right? And inside this, they upload all files together. Either this is belong to different projects. Okay. Sometimes they title it with the proper name, but sometimes they don't title the even the notebook name with the proper name, which is a wrong, like the practice. Very wrong. Whenever you want to build a professional portfolio, your each Jupyter book name should be very professional. For example, if you are working on the data visualization project and project name is fraud detection, then your notebook should say fraud detection underscore data visualization. Okay. So if I am your employer and I'm an interviewer, I will see and it will like say, I will like think, yes, this is the student have done the work on the this project for the visualization. This is a way how they think, how your portfolio will become more readable, more professional. Now, second mistake, what the student does. They first mistake, they build one repository. They never build a separate repository for each project. Second thing, no professional name they use. Third problem, they use they upload all generic projects. They don't choose a specific project they worked on, which is a real time. They just start uploading each and every project, which is also the generic. For example, if you are working on the IRIS data set, you are working on the Titanic, these are the generic projects every employer have seen many times. They are not interested in these kind of projects. They are interested in real-time projects like fraud detection, marketing analysis, your deep learning projects like image recognition, some other more like the good projects. Okay. So these kind of, even if you upload only 3 projects, it's more than enough as a fresher. Believe me. But what you are uploading, it should be real time. It should be well structured with the inside the well proper your repository and with the professional readme. So now first I will share with you the structure, how it look like. So build a proper repository means, first of all, make a parent directory. You can name it with the data science because you may have a other portfolio as well, right? Data science portfolio. Okay. And now inside this, if you have worked on 3 different topics, like you have worked on Tableau, you have worked on Python, you have worked on data visualization, you worked on model building, you have worked on deployment, right? So this is the way how you will structure the repository. Don't upload every file inside the same directory. Now you may be thinking, if I'm using the data visualization, model building and deployment on the same project, still you can split it, right? Maybe your employer is only interested to see your deployment, right? You can share the interlink in between in your files, but try to make a different directories. Okay. Now inside this, don't throw your coding notebook all like this. It's a wrong practice. For example, if you have a Tableau, you are working on 3 different projects. Then you will go inside it. First, make the directory for project A, then project B, and so on. Okay. So this is the way you need to like build the project, like the directories of the separate projects. It's a different project. It's not same project. And then upload the related file inside this. Most important, every your project should have readme file, and readme file should look very professional. I will show you how it look like, but I will make a separate section for this. Here we go. Readme file. Okay. So like this. Okay. So inside readme file, first you will mention your goal of the project. Okay. And then you will provide your what solution you are going to do. Okay. What you are going to do with these steps. You are going to apply to solve this problem. Okay. So we can name it. This is first, then second, third. Then show the visualization. You can add the pictures. Okay. Like you draw any graph or something, then you can upload it here. This is very important and it makes a very good impact on your employers when they are looking at your profile. And then the fourth, add the recommendations. Okay, what do you recommend if you have let's say use the any specific your algorithm, let's say you have used the regression algorithm, logistic regression, why, and which more like the things if you have you didn't get the time, but you know if any other student will apply this method on this project, then it will show more improve in the like the accuracy. Okay, so here about the fourth point I forgot. In the fourth point you can mention the tools you have used to implement the project. Okay. So in short, and then I will tell you. Okay. So 6 days you are contacting. Okay. The next important thing is in short, your every project should have the like structure. So your every project should have the structure. Number one, mention business problem, right? Business problem means your goal, right? What, why, and how you are solving this problem. Then third, mention about approach. And then fourth, your solution. This is a structure. And now you can divide it at your end. Okay. So this is, I have given you the like proper readme structure, how you can build it. Don't forget to mention your like the contact info and add the pictures of visualization. So it show like how good you are in doing the analysis and visualization. If you mention the tools means what methods you have implemented and why. If you have applied the logistic regression, what was the reason? Recommendation means what improvements is we can do with this project and what tools you recommend to make it more good model. Okay. So these things you need to keep in your mind, which is very important. Okay. So now we will come back here on this directory. So this is your directory. This is your parent directory. Then your topic directory. Inside that again project directory. This is your readme file. Here you can upload your Jupyter notebooks all. Upload your code files. Okay. And if you have a data set, you can make a data set folder inside it, upload the data set, images, everything here. And you need to follow the same structure for all. Either it's a Python or data visualization, model building and deployment. Okay. So this is in the under the deployment section, you can if you deploy the projects like using Streamlit, Flask, right? It's a good to do. If you don't reach up to the deployment, it's hard for you or it is not in your course, it's okay. This is not mandatory. Okay. But if you have, this is a plus point for you. And in the like the model building, you can mention which algorithm you have used in the README file just to show the recommendation, contact info, and everything. Okay. And interlink all files. Okay. So like if you have done use the same project like the fraud detection, you have first done the analysis on this data visualization, then just say after doing every work in the readme file, just say if you want to look for the model building, give the link. When the employer will click on that link, it will let them go into the other directory. Open that file. Okay. So this is called navigation as well. So now you have a proper structure, proper navigation, proper your well structured your GitHub profile. Okay. Now I will this is the one. Okay, you can either take the screenshot or you can watch my video again. And don't forget to write in the comment box which tool you are already using to build your strong job portfolio. And if you want me to look at your portfolio and need a your suggestions, then I'm happy to help. You can share the link in the comment section. Okay. Now I will close this one and show you here the a very popular portfolio. I have done the lot research and I wanted to show you. This is the one person's portfolio. This is, you can see when you open this GitHub profile how good it is. If I am an employer, I am happy. Everything is clear, right? So there is a name and focusing on this who what he is doing, right? His location, contact information, GitHub link, where all the projects are lined. Okay. Here about me, you can also write down about your bio. Okay. I forgot to mention in that one, but you need to mention your about me, how much experience. If you don't have any experience, no worries, because you are at a fresher level. But if you build still strong job portfolio, there is a very high chances your resume is got shortlisted if your portfolio is very strong and professional. Then you can highlight your professional highlights. What you mention, you will say that person is experienced, but if you are not experienced, you are fresher, it's okay. You can mention here your project's name. Okay, like you can say your professional highlights means you can mention with the academic highlights. Okay, so you can mention what projects you have done with the name. Okay, and in which month you have completed. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, it show your consistency. It build the confidence on the employer. Okay, and then you can also you will write down your technical skills, what you have done, which languages you have learned, your framework, tools and specialities, your degree, and then your certifications if you have any. Don't worry if you don't have. Okay, and then you can see this is the data science job portfolio. So we will go here. You can see he made the different directories, right? So these files will be shown here because maybe he has uploaded a few ago, but you can see these are the directories with the different like the projects. Now the question is, do what kind of projects you should upload? Again, I will repeat, don't upload the generic projects, upload the professional real-time projects. You can see he has worked on the customer segmentation, machine learning micro projects. This is maybe he worked on the different projects, right? So this is his all work. This is your generic work. Okay, you can keep it, but I would suggest instead of this, just make a like the customer segmentation, fraud detection, a separate folder, and then upload those kind of real-time projects. Okay, and I will show you the readme file here. This is the, you can see how made the read file instructions. He has given the link of all projects here. This is the main readme file, but you will have the separate readme file for your all projects. Okay, and how it look like, we will click on one of the project, let's say disaster message classifier. So click here, look at this. Okay, you can see he has mentioned the recommendations. He has added the screenshot as well, what was the result of the project, because he deployed it, right? And he has also mentioned about the instructions, how you can check this project if you want. You can, sorry about it, you can also mention the instructions if your project needs some steps to run, so they can see your project. If you have done the deployment, sometimes we need to run some steps to see the deployment of the projects. So if you have done the deployment, you need to mention how they can run these steps and see the output. Okay, and these are the files he mentioned here about the goal and everything. And you can see here a walkthrough notebook for the project can be found here. These are the links, internal links, which I was talking about. You can give the links like this way. Okay. And if we go at the bottom, you can check his websites as well. We will go here. This is his website. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. And everything is mentioned in this. I will share this link in my description box as well. Okay. And you can go through it. So this is the new one. How it look like. This is the link of GitHub. You can like create. I am already signed up for this one. Okay. So we need to go here like this. I'm already signed in. How you can create the repository. Here you need to click on the new button. Here you can mention like this, data science portfolio. Okay. So you can do this. So it will create this portfolio. This is your README file. It is showing. If I will come out, here we go. Like this. It will look like this. Okay. Now this is a parent like the repository. How you can create. This is the one. Okay. Inside this, you can create the more like your files. You can create a new file here and you can upload the existing one as well. If you want to create a new file like this, now inside the parent directory, you want to create the subdirectory for your project. Let's say you want to create for Tableau. So you need to do like this. You can see now data science portfolio is your parent directory and inside this is here Tableau directory. Now here you can mention the readme file. If you don't want the more directories, that's it. Here we go. And you just need to click on the commit changes. Okay. Here you go. Now you have a data science. Inside this, you have a more directory and inside here, you can upload your file. You can do it from here. Okay. And if you need to a more like the lesson on this, you can contact me. Okay. So this is about the first tool, your GitHub. Now we will go to the WordPress. How the like the profile look like. I will show you the top 5 profiles, portfolios on AI using WordPress. Okay. So this is the one. Okay. It opened something else. So we can use this one only. Job portfolio on or as a data analyst. Okay. So you can Google it like this way, but I will show you the data analytics portfolio, which is very popular. You can go here. Look at these people. These are the top, like the your portfolios. If you click here, they are mentioning about it, right? And here they have the portfolio link. We will click here. Look at this. This is simple HTML or WordPress page. Very simple. You can see he is talking about these things about me, right? This is a sample of my work. How easy it is for the employer to look at it. Okay. If we go back, we can look for the other students as well. Let's see. This is the one. Look at this. He made such a beautiful, like the portfolio. Their portfolio, if you click on this, you can see all projects. If you have something like this, how the employer can ignore you, right? So same with your GitHub, how you can do, you can make this front end page, okay? And then you can connect it with your GitHub. If you want to upload the code files, you can set up the link here. Okay, and then you can work on this. I have clicked on it. I can easily see his work, so it show his expertise. This is the same way you need to build the strong portfolio. If you want to learn how to build the strong portfolio using these websites, you can contact me. Okay, and you can also don't forget to mention in the comment box which tool you are going to use. Okay, and same you can do with the HTML page as well. The HTML page, you can also use the Canva as well. This is a very good tool to build the portfolio. And you can also, like this, build job portfolio using HTML. Okay, so W3 School is a very popular, like the site, which is very, this is very good for the beginners. Okay. And it is also helping you to create your portfolio. Okay. So you can build the static site here. This is totally free. It will give you the this much. This is more than enough for you. Okay. You can sign up and then you can start working with this one. Okay. Like this basic one. You can pick up the choose a portfolio, let's say this one, right? And now you can edit it according to your choice. Okay. So this is like one you can name here, let's say Alice, right? So you will create here something like this, create. Okay. So it will, right now, I don't know why this is showing the error. But this is the way how you can create it. Okay. And then once you create it, you can edit it very easily. Okay. And they are using the HTML technology. This is very simple. Okay. And it will be like done in few minutes. Okay. So this was all about the three major tools you can use for to building the tools. Oh, sorry, your job portfolio using these tools. Now I have already mentioned what kind of the things you should avoid. Number one, don't upload the all generic projects like Iris dataset, Titanic dataset. Upload something real time like a customer segmentation, image recognition, your fraud detection, heart disease, something like this. Okay. Number two, build a proper directory structure. Avoid the messy code and directory. Okay. Number three, follow, add your contact information. Don't forget this. This is very important. Okay. So these are the things you should keep in your mind and your job portfolio will be very strong. Now we will talk about how you can increase your network, which is very important. You should start working on after, let's say, now you have learned the data visualization, you have lot worked on the Python, you cover, you are done with the data visualization. So this is the one of the most popular platform, Kaggle. Okay, so you need to register on this and then sign up. You can join the competitions. This is the all competitions. This is free to use and you can join it at any time. They also conduct the paid competitions as well. Okay, you can choose according to your choice by simply register and then join the competition. Okay, the biggest advantage of this thing is this: you can make your leaderboard here. Okay. If you have a strong leaderboard, let's say you can see here, this person, Nemo Skill has a 31 scoreboard, right? He worked on in the last six and entries is this. So this is showing his expertise, his skill. Okay, so this he is coming on the top, and Kaggle also provide this golden, silver, and platinum, bronze system badges, which will show your expertise to the employers, to the people on the social, like the circle, and it will also help you to get a job as a fresher. This is the biggest plus point. I always recommend my all students, once they are done with the data visualization, now they have some base, they can start participating in the competition in which they can work only and only up to visualization. Okay, So it will help you to build the strong board, leaderboard. Okay. And now the second thing is your LinkedIn. Very important. Okay. So for the LinkedIn, you need to build the strong connections. Okay. I will show you here the mine one. Okay. So when I switched into the AI, it's 8 years ago, right? So I used to build the strong connections now, to connect with the people and also showcase your expertise. If you have any teachers, like your instructors, you are a very good student, ask them to give you the recommendation. Okay, this is very important. It will give you the positive impact. Okay, this is all recommendations given by my students or to whom I have already taught or I've worked with my colleagues, everything. So this is very important. Okay, and on top of that, start posting articles on the topics which you have already covered. Like let's say you have covered the data visualization. You with your experience, what you have learned, you want to share your tips, your tricks with the other people. So post an article, because it will when employer will come to your LinkedIn profile, they will see your daily activity. If you are doing this from the start, it will again show your consistency. It make a positive mind, make a positive impression on the employer's mind, and your resume will definitely get shortlisted. Okay, so this is all about over like the today's video. Okay, and if you have any question now, still you have any doubt about the GitHub structures, directory structures, uploading about the projects, and how you can make a GUI based your profile as I have shown you. This is very beautiful. And if employer is looking at this profile, they can easily navigate to your work. They can easily, it is giving the very positive impact on their mind. And you will definitely get shortlisted. And if you want to build that kind of the portfolio, you can contact us. And don't forget to write the comment about which tool you are going to use and which tool you are using to build your strong job portfolio. Okay. And see, this is all about today's over session. I will see you in the next video. In my upcoming video, I will share some more tips and tricks about the your jobs, interviews, and also don't forget to check my Python playlist, machine learning and data science career, like the list on my channel. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay. See you in the next video. Stay with us. Happy AI learning. Keep patience.